Utah's best-known outlaw is about to get some official recognition. State and county officials are taking steps to restore a pioneer cabin where the notorious or beloved Butch Cassidy is believed to have lived. Science and Nature Specialist John Hollenhorst has the story from Piute County.
The cabin has been rotting away for more than a century. Today it leans just a little bit to the north, just outside Circleville. Alongside Highway 89, Piute County road crews have carved out a parking lot for 20 cars and 4 tourist buses.
We took some counts and we were getting between 60 and 90 cars a day stopping here out on the highway.
Why would an old crumbling shack generate so much interest? Well, remember this movie? Arguably the most popular Western of all time?
All of them?
Yep, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. They were real people, although those famous names were aliases. And many believe this decrepit pile of pioneer lumber, now owned by AFTON Morgan, is where Butch lived as a teenager.
Robert Leroy Parker.
The real Butch Cassidy.
The real Butch Cassidy.
The state legislature authorized $138,000 to disassemble the cabin piece by piece and put it back together in a more stable, restored version.
And we'd just like to preserve the cabin mainly for people to see.
It's slowly degrading. It's not on a real foundation, and it's slowly tilting and leaning and listing, and we really wanted to preserve the cabin.
State parks and county officials met with the Morgan family to plan the project and to chew over the outlaw's colorful history. One question is whether Butch ever really lived here. It's known that the Parker family lived here after moving from Beaver, but some locals believe Butch had already left by then to hit the outlaw trail.
Now, there's a lot of rumors that, especially if they come from Beaver way, but the best of our knowledge, Butch come here when he was just a young boy. I've heard all the way from 8 to 12 years old.
There's another major question of historical debate. The movie's ending is based on the standard historical account. Spoiler alert, Butch and Sundance supposedly got killed in a shootout with Bolivian soldiers in 1908.
I don't buy that story, no. No, we have people from Panguitch and people from Circleville, and they claim they saw him in the 30s.
Of course, there is somewhat of an ethical question here. Does it make sense for the state to be celebrating the less than honorable activities of a famous crook?
He was a bad guy in the sense that he robbed banks, robbed trains, blew up stagecoaches, but he was a good guy in that he was kind to those that were broke and out of money. And
the Butch Cassidy of legend, a Utah version of Robin Hood.
Granted, he was an outlaw, but he's certainly probably one of the most well-known citizens of the state of Utah.
John Hollenhorst, KSL 5 News, Piute County.
John.